I don't know if you'll ever come across advice that'll make you say, this is the exact blueprint for life that I was looking for. However, you may come across advice that'll make you say, I may be able to use this. With that being said, let's get into it. What's going on, society? So, like I said, you may not find advice that'll make you say, this is the exact blueprint for life that I was looking for. However, you may find some advice that may help you, some advice that you may be able to use along your journey. And really, this is really just exactly what that is. This is just my thoughts, my opinion, something that you may be able to use to help you or not. I simply just want to share it. So, the title of this video is Recipe for Life. And I feel that there are 3 important aspects to life. Number 1 being understand yourself. So understanding yourself, number 1. Number 2, understand what you want. And then number 3, use what's available to create what you want. So with number 1, understanding yourself, that, in my opinion, is an ongoing process. You may never come to a point where you fully understand yourself. However, you may be able to understand yourself enough in the moment to see what it is that you want out of life. You may be able to understand yourself enough to the point where you can maneuver and you can at least have a direction, or you can go towards a certain direction that you want in life. You can go towards a certain path because you understand yourself enough. Moving on to understanding what you want. When you understand what you want, that's understanding what you want out of life. Okay? Understanding what you want out of life. Do you want a family? Do you want to have a career where you spent 30, 40, 50 years somewhere? Or do you want to be an entrepreneur? Do you want to freelance? Understanding what you want out of life. And that may take some time as well. And then the third one, use what's available to you to help you create what you want. So let's say, for example, I need a certain sum of money in order for me to buy some equipment so I can start my business. Let's say I want to buy a truck, because I'm going to go into the logistics business, trucking, an 18-wheeler, a rig. So I may not have $40,000 to buy a rig. However, I can use what's available to me. So what's available to me is the fact that I have a working body. My body works. Okay, I have a physically able body, so I can work a job. That's what's available to me. So I piece together one job with another job. Now I'm working 2 jobs. And I'm going to save up $40,000 so I can then buy that rig, so I can then start that business. See, when you understand what you want, when you understand the bigger picture, you can break down the smaller actions of what you need to do. You can break down that puzzle into smaller pieces and then obtain those smaller pieces. Use those smaller pieces to put together that puzzle that you want. And these 3 aspects are key in order to just live life. If you are on the path of becoming the best version of yourself, to some people, these 3 things may not even have no relevance to them whatsoever because it does not matter to them. That's a different story. However, what I'm learning on my path of becoming the best version of myself is these three things are important to me. Now, that's another thing. Just because these are important to me does not mean that they have to be important to you. It doesn't mean that they will be important to you. Maybe on your path, something else is required of you. Maybe something different is required of you. But what I'm learning, maybe you'll learn something else. But what I'm learning is understanding yourself, understanding what you want, and using what's available to help you create what you want are things that are important. So no matter how my life may be, for example, like, yes, I would like a companion. I'm understanding myself, understanding that I want to give love to somebody. However, I'm using what's available. I'm using this free time that I have right now to build a situation to where I'll be able to be comfortable bringing somebody in, to where I'll be ready to have that family when I do have it. Using this free time wisely and constructively to the best of my benefit to help that bigger picture that I want. So I'll be able to put those pieces together later on more easily or easier. So those are the three key aspects. Understand yourself, understand what you want, and use what's available. With that being said, thank you for listening, and I'm sending positive vibes your way.